Lower frames, idiots. Yeah, I got it. Go, but.
Mr. Warnest of the future. It will engulf everything!
Mother, stop!
About the spine-tingling stories for Halloween. Was this a long time when we got Halloween out? We have to do this sword. Experiences and contests. Then this is going to be a great place to check out.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over now. Wait.
Mother, did you wake up from that dream? Wow, that was a tough trailblazing expedition. We made it! But, what are we gonna do with the Stellaron? It's usually Mr. Yang who handles it.
I've informed Himiko and Mr. Yang already. They'll seal the Stellaron.
Nice! The crisis on this world is basically over, right?
The storm still rages on. Now that the Stellaron is sealed, the eternal freeze will slowly recede. Fragmentum won't aggressively expand anymore, but nor will it disappear. Eurilo 6 has a chance to return to life, but it will take time. It will depend on the efforts of the people here.
Thank you. All of you. This victory is only the beginning for Belobog. There is still much to do. The people will have felt the effects of the engine of creation. There are so many questions to answer, so many truths to reveal. I don't know whether I can get the people to accept all this. You mean use a lie to conceal a lie? But if I do that, then...
You have to, Branya.
Sila,
I don't know how to explain it, but I don't think there's any other way. In the underworld, we tell the kids, things will be better tomorrow. Everyone knows it's a lie, but it gets them to sleep with some hope.
There's three choices.
Can you imagine the consequences if we told the people what happened here? They'd be devastated. If we can't trust the Guardians, who or what can we trust?
Mother died to preserve Belobog. What? The visitors from beyond the sky told her the secret of the Stellaron. She knew that Alyssa Rand, the first Supreme Guardian, had failed to destroy it. And yet, she decided to challenge its power. A power beyond human comprehension. Supreme Guardian Cocolia sacrificed herself to dispel the dark clouds enveloping this city. From here on out, that's the truth the world will hear. What do you think?
It keeps the hope of preservation alive, at least.
It's logical, and hard to disprove.
Why do we have to lie? I'm abstaining. I like telling the truth. But I get what you're trying to do. Sorry. I'll be sure to make it up to you. For many people, Mother was an outstanding guardian. The whole truth will live on in my mind. All the mistakes, madness, evil, dreams therein. I will be the one to carry that burden. Now, I must take over the duties of the Supreme Guardian and discard my naive fantasies. I'm sorry, Seela. Please, protect this secret with me till the end of our lives.
Say no more. I know what to do.
Thank you. Well then, as promised, let's start rebuilding the bridge between the overworld and the underworld. Seela, can you tell everyone in the underworld that the Stellaron has been sealed? And tell them the blockade will soon be over, and they will breathe freely again soon.
Of course. Leave it to me. Nat's probably getting anxious about the delay.
While you do that, I'll head back to the administrative district. I need to tell Jabbar to serve.
Are you okay?
What's wrong, Branya? Do you feel sick?
I'm fine. I need to hurry.
She's exhausted. Quick, we need to think of something. You, help me out here.
Right. I almost forgot. You're still wanted by the guards. I might be an underworlder, but at least I don't stand out as much as you guys. That's settled then. I'll leave Nat to you. Remember to keep the secret. For Brun... No. For Belobog's sake.
So, wanna tell us what happened back there? Don't think you can just reappear on the battlefield with a cool weapon in your hands and skip the story. You drew the Amber Lord's gaze? Right at that moment? That's too much of a coincidence.
Can I switch elements?
She probably doesn't know what happened either. This wouldn't be the first time. Something similar happened when we faced the Doomsday Beast on the space station. Remember that glance from Nanook? Originally, we thought it was because the Stellaron was linked to the destruction. But now it seems to be more than that. We might need to speak with Mr. Yang to understand what's going on. Let's focus on the business at hand first. We shouldn't disrupt Himiko and Mr. Yang while they're dealing with the Stellaron. Let's talk once we're back on the Express.
You're right. We need to finish what we started. Let's hurry up and find Natasha.
The fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Can I switch weapons? Oh, the fuck, man. No. god, man. I already did. The hell? Okay, I know I'm done yet.
Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Time to go on the offensive. Defend the weak.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
It's gonna hurt.
The time's now.
What are you looking at? Maybe you can keep it down? You bully! Gotta get those vitamins!
Nice teamwork. Fracture!
Time to twirl!
It's too late to repent.
Lance ablaze! Flaming lance! Forward!
Time to twirl! Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours!
The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary, is but a vision.
to meet me. Time to twirl!
Not a scratch.
Let me tend to your wounds. Time to show you. What's in your prescription?
Nice teamwork. I'm on guard.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
Time to twirl. What are you looking at?
Lance at the ready.
The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary, is but a vision.
Time to twirl. Time to twirl.
It's too late to repent.
Time to twirl. You must be honored to meet me. Look, listen, feel, kick!
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours! Time to twirl! Maybe you can keep it down? Time to twirl! Looks like somebody needs a doctor. Hey-ya!
Step aside. I have the times now.
Time to show you. What's in your prescription?
Nice teamwork. Lance ablaze! Flaming lance! Forward!
Time to twirl.
The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary, is but a vision.
Time to twirl.
Yeah, it's a bit more clutch. What the f- That's not a 4-star. Color. 4-star. Oh, new character. Okay, what the fuck? Jesus Christ, there's a lot of defense. A little bit more defense. I want to get done hard 4-star. No, 4-star hard back, not that. Let me see inventory. Oh wait, no. Sorry, I'm gonna read. What's this? Alright, let me do a little podcast. Nope. Sorry, I got demonetized. Alright. It's just a picture, there's no tip. Sorry, I'm a bit of a pervert. But all this shit is not qualified. I hate this. It's only 1/5, not much. God. You know what? It doesn't matter. I just.
tricks on me again. How long has it been since I took on this? It must have been another mile down the road before Wolfgang spoke again. How far do you think you'd have to be? You don't hear a gunshot in the house. In this weather, you could shoot someone dead at the end of the driveway and nobody would realize it. But I sure as hell wasn't about to tell him that. Don't worry. Gunshots are loud as hell. If somebody would have fired a gun, everyone would know. Happen to obvious assholes. They kept pushing forward. The trees were so thick on either side of us that they looked like a solid wall in the dark. That's not right, I thought to myself. I remember.
Do you know who I am?
Ever see a diamond this big?
I'm not sure. The cars could be around here somewhere. I scanned the edges of the road to see if there were rocks or anything. I could feel that he lost his patience. He was getting ready to take a shot, and I didn't have anything to defend myself with. I don't think he lost his he said. I think someone must have moved out of the car. Who would do something like that?
Looks like somebody needs a doctor.
Makes sense. I stopped, turned to face him and asked, how does that make sense? Think about it. Whoever's doing this has it down into a pattern. He must have lost his focus. He probably has friends and workers who wait until he leaves and then they come and they drive
Clemency?
cars to scrap them.
Never heard of it.
They're good at this because they've done it so many times before.
Time to twirl!
That doesn't make sense. He said, even though it's really good.
Let me
She's a lot
tend
of
to your wounds.
The truth of life and death,
I like that.
revealed in this sanctuary.
Yeah?
It's but a vision.
When they come to me, I'll just kill them all. I turned around and started walking again. Hey, let's keep looking. Maybe our cars are a little further this way. I put some pep in my step, trying to create some distance between us, but Wolfgang was faster than me, and he kept up without any problem. You know what? He said, I think that's the secret. Practice. You need a little bit of practice to do anything you want. There was something up ahead, an interruption in the pattern, a driveway. For a moment, I thought I was safe. Wolfgang hadn't noticed me. He just kept talking. He said I needed real-world experience and I could do whatever I wanted. As I got closer, I realized what was wrong with this driveway. I've seen it before. You know, my mom left her room after the man told us to stay still. Now I was just away from the hot spot. I don't know why. But she thought I was the one who killed that old bitch. Mom thought she was really? She was controlling me. And then I saw my opportunity, and you know what I did? I took my knife. And Wolfgang! I shouted. He was grinning, holding the gun in his hand, eager to get more practice.
Looks like somebody needs a doctor.
Take a look. I pointed up to the driveway. He was so hyper-focused that he failed to realize where we were. We'd been walking for miles in a straight line, yet somehow we were standing back where we started. At the entrance to Bedside Manor. Goodbye.
Well, listen, feel
What's so funny? It doesn't matter. He said, I'm still gonna kill you. Then I'm gonna kill the sisters, and I'll kill anyone else who tries to fuck with me. And when the cops arrive,
Step aside.
I'll tell them
I have no interest in stoking
my cell phone
conflict.
collided with his face as hard as I could throw it. In an alternate universe, I might have made an incredible baseball player, but in this one, I was taking advantage of the young psychopath's inexperience
Reach the end of the
and
story
running
in
blindly
your
towards the
own
forest for cover. A second later, he let out a primal howl. The light from his phone cast my shrieking shadow against the trees, giving me just enough visual reference to slide between two giant trunks as he fired the first shot. He screamed again and rushed after me, firing wildly with no regard for ammo conservation. His light was the only source out here. The further I got, the harder it was to see. I tripped a few times, hit a few branches, then finally stopped, pushed myself against the closest tree, and held my breath. He was still broadcasting his position like a total amateur, screaming, firing, but he obviously had no idea where I'd gone. I started to climb. The kid would never find me up here. Another shot rang out,
Too late
much
to
closer.
repent.
And then I
The
saw a
truth
light
of
steadily
life and
growing
death
brighter.
revealed
Wolfgang
in
was
this
headed right for me. But he
It's
couldn't
but a
even know
vision.
where I was, right? He didn't see me climb. Ready?
time to twirl.
I had the upper hand as long as I stayed still and didn't move. I mean, it's not like he was psychic too, right? Oh crap. Oh shit, crap, dang, fuck! He is a psychic too! He stepped into the
Reach
clearing
the end
beneath
of
my
the
hiding
story
tree and
in
stopped.
your own way.
Hey Jack, he called. If you come out now, I promise I'll put a bullet right into your brain. I know how to make it fast. I was giving the possibility of a surprise drop attack when I heard a noise. A low, rumbling growl emanating from somewhere deep in the forest. Wolfgang snapped his light in the direction of the sound. Jack? He said. Is that you? The growl had become louder, and then it split into multiples. A chorus of thunderous growls from every direction. He swung the gun and the light in a full circle and called out, "Hey, who's there?" The circle of sound began to shrink in on us, becoming louder and closer. When the first creature appeared, it took all of my self-control not to scream. The thing was nearly as tall as Wolfgang, bright red eyes, coal black fur, 4 legs, hackles raised, teeth bared, a nightmare hellhound, and steadily closing in on its prey. Wolfgang fired. The bullet landed in the animal's snout.
We need a strategy.
But just like Nathaniel, the animal had no reaction to the injury. "Stay back!" Wolfgang screamed. I noticed the other hellhounds a second before he
I don't
did.
have enough skill.
There were
to
4 of them
down.
now, boxing him in from every side. He spun and fired at another, catching it across the torso, but the monster didn't do so much as yip. He didn't get a third shot. The animals attacked all at once, tearing into him, ripping flesh from bone as he screamed in terror and agony. I closed my eyes. If I could have, I would have closed my ears too, but I had to listen. I had to listen to him wail as they devoured him alive and dragged him off into the woods. Sometime later, probably saying how much,
Not again.
but I was reasonably certain that I was already in early to mid stages of hypothermia. I reopened my eyes. Much to my amazement, I could see my surroundings. The sun was already rising, even though the storm clouds continued to blot out the sky.
Lance the
Enough light
blaze!
broke free to allow me to navigate back. I needed to get to Claire and Lauren before they made the mistake of coming and looking for me. The rules of the game had quite unexpectedly changed again, and now there was pertinent information that needed to be factored into our survival plan. Wolfgang had been killed by a... I literally rolled my eyes as the thought hit me. It was funny, whoever in charge. Wolfgang was killed by a gang of wolves. The actual fuck. After carefully falling out of the tree onto my ass, I righted myself
Who are
and
you?
started back towards the house.
Maybe you can keep
I took 2
it
steps and stopped and wondered,
Looks like somebody needs a doctor.
is this the right direction? I turned around and tried to remember which way I was running before I climbed the tree. But in the panic of it all, I had forgotten to take visual references. Nothing really dramatic considering how every tree looked exactly the same. I heard the growl just in time to run around and see the black wolf standing a couple yards away. Somehow it looked even more terrifying in the daylight.
Time to go on
Eyes
the
glowing
offensive.
red as hot embers. Fur blacker than night. Teeth on full display. Hey, buddy. I said in my calm voice. Look at you. Who's a good boy? You are. Thanks for the assist back there. You, should be full by now, right? I hit the ground before I even realized he pounced. I felt the full weight of the enormous creature pinning me down. I felt my ribs cracking like pretzels beneath his paws, stabbing my organs from the inside. The very last thing I felt was the searing, brutal pain of its teeth, dull but strong as they pierced around my throat, ripping out my windpipe. I couldn't scream, I couldn't fight. All I could do was die. Don't
Lance
touch
at the
that!
ready.
Jerry screamed. There was a lot of screaming, actually.
Indestructible.
Jerry was the only voice I could make out. The lights had snapped back on. The warmth had returned to my skin. The ringing in my ears and the blast had gone.
Clemency? Never
We were
heard
all
of it.
seated around the dining room table. We were all perfectly drawn. Everyone was back in their period costume. No cuts, scrapes, or bruises. Everything
I
was,
told you they were sick.
dare I say, normal. Tobias and Bridget jumped to their feet and embraced.
If
Hope
it works,
vomited
it's
onto a
good
dinner plate.
medicine.
Wolfgang stared across the table at me, fury in his eyes. The voices continued over one another, fighting, screaming, crying. Eventually, Jerry whistled loud enough to make everyone shut up. He had the floor now. Everyone calm your collective tits. Let me ask you
Let me
one
ask you
question.
one question.
A
Did I
little
just-
something for everyone.
Die?
You died over an hour ago, Lauren said. Jerry put his hands on his hips, looked at Tobias and laughed. I
Step
fucking
aside.
told you
I
so.
have no interest in stoking conflict.
You didn't die an hour
You
ago.
know who I am.
You died
I've
last
never
night.
seen a diamond
You've been dead
this
for
big.
so long.
Yours.
He looked at me, made a bemused face, and asked, "Are you crying, dude?" I can tell you why it has to be said. I don't know why you're crying. And anybody who tries to tell you otherwise wasn't there and can't know what really happened. And is probably just a big fat liar. Now let's do that. There was an audible gasp for several of us present as soon as Nathaniel began speaking. He would appear, but I'm not gotten lost in strange.
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. His sanctuary. His floods of vision.
Jerry picked up a dinner plate and frisbeed it across the table. It smashed into pieces across Nathaniel's face. The old man didn't react. Damn, Jerry said. I thought for sure that would prove that he wasn't really blind. I think it proves he isn't really human, corrected Laura. Hope slapped the table with both hands and screamed, "Will someone please tell me what's going on?"
Clemency?
Tobias asked.
Never heard of it.
What's the last thing everyone remembers? Jerry answered. You didn't listen to me and got us killed. Lauren was next. We survived the explosion, but then Jack and Wolfgang left to find help, and then... She couldn't bring herself to finish the sentence, so Claire did it for her. We were killed by a haunted sea environment. Jerry nodded and said, "Nice.
Do you know who I am?
What about you?"
I
Tobias
see a
asked
diamond
with hope.
this big?
The color came from her face, and she turned and looked at her son. He answered, "I didn't see you go." Wolfgang pointed across the table at me and shouted, "He did! He's the one who killed me!"
Of life and death.
Jerry couldn't contain himself. "Oh, shut your butt, Wolfie. We're not idiots. We know you killed your mom." "Don't speak that way about my son!" Hope shrieked. "Your friend there is the one taking crazy pills." I snapped right back. "And you're the lady who recognizes antipsychotics by their drug names. Care to tell us why that is?" Bias was kind enough to change the subject. "Everyone hold on for a second. Am I to understand that we all just experienced our own deaths? And then we regained consciousness right here at the same time with no sign of injury whatsoever?"
Look, listen, feel, kick!
Jerry responded. He looked around the table and asked, "Hey, how come Maggie isn't here? Was there not enough fairy dust to bring everyone back?" "Maybe it's just a collective vision," Lauren offered. "Maybe none of that really happened. I mean, how could it have?" The sound of a loud chime echoed through the house. "What the hell was that?" Jerry asked. Nathaniel answered with a smile. "Ah, goodness. Seems that the detective is finally arrived. Perhaps you can help us sort out this gap." Well, said the detective. "It seems that you've managed to cock up quite a bit in such a short amount of time." He was a tall man with dark hair, a wide frame, and a black goatee. He wore a three-piece pinstripe suit fitting a period of bedside manner, complete with a lilac bow tie and matching pocket square. He stood in front of the fireplace as he spoke, one hand on his hip, the other clutching a pocket watch, which he inspected briefly before continuing. "Shall we try this again?"
You bully!
The rest of us had formed a semicircle around him. Tobias and Lauren
Step aside.
agreed to sit.
I have no
Time to show
Smiled
you!
from his regular spot in the armchair. He sat on the leg side. Jerry was relaxing in the arm and said, "Let's..."
Don't worry about me.
I didn't quite get a good look at where the others were, but the detective had us all together as his captive audience. I mean that quite literally. We were his captives, Peter.
Time to...
This group meeting was hardly a voluntary
poor
event.
you.
No, we fought it tooth and nail every step of the way. When we first saw the detective, and we saw that he was coming and realized that he wasn't a real police detective, when it clicked that this man was just a further extension of the game, we collectively lost our permanent composure. Jerry threw a chair. The detective knocked out both of his front teeth. Lauren tried stabbing him. She had a busted lip and swollen eye to show for it. Tobias fired the last bullet remaining in his gun. But the detective still broke both his trigger fingers. I'm not gonna even pretend I tried anything
Lance
down.
ablaze!
The moment I saw him take a bullet without reacting,
Flaming lance!
I decided not to raise the aim.
Forward!
The detective pocketed his watch, smiled sinisterly, and said, "As you have no doubt gathered, the mystery of bedside manner is further than any of you
Never see
anticipated.
a diamond
I'd like
this
to
big.
simplify it. Here's what I propose. Solve the mystery.
And you're free to go.
Lauren scoffed.
What a mechanical.
Here's a counter proposal. How about you go fuck yourself? Jerry spat another mouthful of blood into the puddle on the floor and said, "Actually, fucking is a lot of fun. This guy doesn't deserve it. Counter proposal. How about you go shit yourself?" Unlike his smiling, Jerry perennial good spirits were still intact. Even though his pronunciation made it sound like he was trying to say, "Fucking is a lot of fun." This guy doesn't deserve it, but we all knew it. I held up my hand and said, "I second that proposal." Lauren chimed in. Third in. "It's official, sir. Go shit yourself." A gunshot wound did not hurt him,
life and death.
but he wasn't completely vulnerable. He could hide it behind a fake smile. We all knew he was furious. "I feel confident that this group will find its motivation in time. But until then, allow me to offer a few hints. There's no reason to venture outside
Let
the
me
compass.
tend to your wounds.
Every action will have consequences. If you miss a
Gotta
clue,
get those
you will have a
vitamins.
chance to... Oh, fuck this shit,"
Lance at the ready.
Jerry exclaimed, jumping to his feet and charging into the parlor. "I wasn't finished," the detective yelled after him. Jerry returned almost immediately, a bottle in one hand and a glass in the other. Given the circumstances, I don't think any of us would have blamed him for getting his drink on, even if this was a truly counterproductive measure to take. Jerry spat out another mouthful of blood, took a pull directly from the bottle and rinsed in pain. The detective
Clemency?
snickered and continued.
Never heard
Never
of
As
it.
I was saying, you need to hear every clue in order to hire the ladies. Jerry howled, filling the cup to its brim. The detective snarled. "If you don't stop interrupting, I'll have to put you in timeout." Tobias. As he spoke, Tobias dove for the fireplace, grabbed the burning log, pulled it out, and smashed it across the detective's head. He instantly went up in flames. He lugged the remaining alcohol on the ground. The bottle shattered, and the contents erupted in a tiny fireball. The detective's skin bubbled and burned as he stepped forward and grabbed Jerry by the throat. I jumped up and charged as fast as I could, but the burning man was too fast. His free hand grabbed me by the shoulder and squeezed with machine strength, tight enough to dig his fingers through the cloth and skin, through the muscle and tendon, only stopping when it hit bone. I couldn't even scream before he pulled me into the air and flung me like a rag doll against the wall. I shouted, grabbing my shoulder. It didn't hurt anymore,
Lance ablaze.
but the pain from the memory hadn't faded yet. Everyone was screaming, yelling over one another from their spots around the dinner table. "What's just happened?" I asked. "Dude!" Jerry grabbed me into a bear hug. "I thought you were dead!" "Oh shit, my teeth are back too. I can finally say fuck again. Double win." Eventually, the chaos settled down and we were able to take turns explaining how we all died. Evidently, I was the first to go to town. The detective killed Jerry and Tobias fairly soon after. Wolfgang and his mother made a run for it, but a pack of 8-legged squirrels tore them to shreds before they could reach the end of the driveway. Lauren, Claire, and Bridget made
Lance
an
up the
honest
ready.
attempt to solve the mystery, but
Fracture.
Jerry's fire got so out of control that half the manor burned down before the rain could put it out. They sought shelter in the kitchen, but then the doors locked behind them and the room began to fill with water. Daniel instructed them to solve a puzzle before time ran out. 3 of them drowned about an hour later. Honestly, seems like I got pretty easy. The sound of a loud chime echoed through the house. "The hell was that?" Jerry asked.
The
But
truth
Daniel
of
answered
life
with a
and
smile.
death revealed in an
It seems that the detective is finally
It's
arrived.
better vision.
Perhaps you can help us sort out this ghastly affair. We didn't attack the detective this time. We didn't need to, because this time we didn't even open the door. Tobias and Jerry muscled a barricade of furniture against the entrance. Then we tied up Nathaniel, rolled him into a
I'm
rug
on guard.
burrito, and shoved him into the parlor. Probably unnecessary, but we turned out the lights behind us.
Step aside.
We all
I
gathered
have
together
no
in the
interest in
dining
still
room to
cooking.
take stock of the situation. "Where are we on weapons?"
What are you
Tobias
looking
asked
at?
as he pulled out his gun and removed the magazine. "And why am I out of bullets?" I threw Wolfgang a dirty look, but decided it wasn't the time or place for this particular battle. "Please remain," I answered.
Well, listen, feel
"Hey, I know it's kind of
It's
that's
too late to
inconsistent."
repent.
Lauren pulled out the blade hidden beneath her glove. "This is back. I think we've already established it does fuck all against these guys." Tobias. Bridget grabbed her husband by the arm and pulled him to face her. "What are these things? Tell us what we're up against." The way she asked made me think that she expected him to know the answer.
Clemency?
Didn't say anything.
Never
Never
heard
heard
of
who
it.
I am.
Hiding something.
Ever see a
Perhaps
diamond
even
this
something
big?
important. But before I could call him out, Claire let out a painful scream and fell to the ground. Lauren dropped down next to her, trying to figure out what was wrong. Everyone was talking now. Everyone was distracted. Everyone except for me. eyes. I could feel her. She
The truth of life and death.
I already knew what
revealed
she
in
knew.
an
I
instant.
recognized the
This
buzzing
sanctuary
energy in my stomach.
It's but a vision.
Someone was about to die. I looked at Wolfgang just in time to see him plunge the kitchen knife into his mother's throat. She fell in stages. First, putting both hands on the table. The reality hadn't quite sunk in for her yet. She tried to speak. Blood poured from her wound. Her face turned ghost white, and then her legs gave way. I reached her side just in time to catch her. I went to my knees and held her head in my lap. She looked up at me with fear in her eyes. The hilt of the knife moved in tune with her weakening pulse as torrents of blood erupted down the front of her dress. Wolfgang had already escaped the room. Hope grabbed my arm and tried to form words, but choked on her own blood. She didn't have long left. Before I knew it, Bridget was next to me, pushing the fabric of her own dress against the wound in a futile attempt to stop the bleeding. Hope recoiled in pain and dug her nails into my arm. She was crying, not from the physical pain, but from the emotional torment, the humiliation, the worst fear of realizing. Whatever Claire had done to me, it was an overdrive now. My mind was wide open, and Hope wouldn't stop screaming into it. I tried so hard to be good mother. She wrestled with the demons for years. She built a wall around the truth because that was the only way she could survive. Her precious angel was sick. He wasn't his fault. There was nothing she could do to make him better, so she did the next best thing. She protected him. She hid the evidence. The graphic drawings, the animal bodies, the truth. She made a choice list.
Do you know who I am?
Understand, but
I've never seen a diamond this big.
For all choice was truly taken away. It was almost a relief. There was a kindness in feeling. The death was a mercy. Now she didn't have to pretend. She was alive to death.
Time to show you.
She's suffering, Laura said to us. Why don't we just... You know, it's not like it matters. We'll just see her again when the whole thing repeats. Hope's eyes grew wide as the surge of terror went through my body like electricity.
The truth of life and death revealed in an instant.
The final lingering thought in this poor woman's mind.
It's but a vision.
She wasn't free from anything.
Maybe you can keep it down? Might be
The
10 to
ideal
your
was too much to
wounds.
bear. I almost screamed for her, but the instant she died, it severed the connection, and I came up gasping for breath. There was no sadness left in me. Only pity and anger. And I wiped tears on their faces.
Time to twirl!
Someone help me find that princess and fucking kill her. Not worth it. Tobias said as he helped his wife to her feet. Why not? I mean, if we're just gonna keep dying and repeating this pattern over and over, what's the point of saving time anyway? I have a theory about that, Tobias said. We all remember dying, right? But we also remember other things. Impossible things. Remove the impossible. And whatever's left, no matter how improbable, must be the truth.
Sagacious discernment.
What's left? Our memories are fake. See, memory isn't some ethereal concept like a soul. No, it's a physical manifestation. A chemical process caused by amino acid changes in our brain. Find a way to alter that process, and you can convince someone that they experienced something they didn't. You can make them believe something didn't happen when it did. Lauren picked up his thread and ran with it.
It's too late to
Lance
You'll find that
ablaze!
somebody got us all together here.
Flaming
And implanted the last few days. We've been tricked into thinking that we can't be, and we can't die without. She leaned against the table, put a hand to his chin, and stared at the floor for a long, uncomfortable moment before responding. It might be worse than that. We're all victims of implanted
Look,
memory.
listen, feel.
The damage could go way beyond just the short term. The last few days. Not a single moment before now could be trusted. He slowly looked around the room, pausing for each of us 3 seconds to eye contact.
step aside.
Do you know
Have
who
any of
I
the
am?
memories before today that
Ever see a diamond
objectively be
this
considered
big?
impossible? Anything that doesn't make sense based on our understanding of the universe. I looked at Claire. She was already looking at me. I heard a word without seeing her lips move.
What are you looking at?
The truth of life and death revealed in it. This sanctuary is but a vision.
No. Nothing comes to my immediate recollection, Lauren added. Nothing too out of the ordinary for us either. Samesies. echoed Jerry. I'm just a boring old Instagram model with 6 million followers. Well, I said quickly, hoping to end this conversation before he wised up. What's the plan then? Tobias crossed his arms. The most important thing we can do is contact the outside world. I can build a crude signal booster for our cell phones, but I'll need some equipment. We'll probably find everything we need in the kitchen, but according to our memories, the kitchen is booby-trapped.
More.
So, what do we do? I repeated. We go to the kitchen, he answered with a smile. If my memory's correct, that memory was just a device to keep us out of the off-limit areas. If my theory is wrong, we'll know right away when the room starts to fill with water. You'll never believe it. But it turns out...
Clemency
his
never
theory was
heard
wrong.
of it.
On the bright side, he was the only one to drown this time. He tried blocking the door open with a couple of chairs before he went in on his own, but when the door automatically slammed shut, it sliced through the furniture like a guillotine to hot butter. We stayed on the safe side of the kitchen door, trying to communicate through the two on the bed. He and Jerry were both fluent in Morse code.
Don't worry about me.
For some reason. But it didn't get us anywhere. An hour later, the banging stopped. We tried to give Bridget a chance to mourn, but we had already wasted so much time. As soon as she seemed up to answering, Lauren gently began. Bridget, I need to ask you a few things. She was sitting in a chair by the fire,
Step aside.
shaking.
I have no interest in stoking conflict.
Clearly traumatized, but functioning, but just communicated enough.
Lance ablaze!
I always need to know this one happens.
Flaming lance!
What does that mean?
Forward!
Jerry handed Bridget a glass of alcohol. She took a gulp and then said,
Time to
said, I knew they would get him eventually.
The time is now.
You must be honored to meet
really
me.
Don't know.
Huh?
I thought maybe that's what all this was.
I'd be 10 to your wounds.
Maybe you were all from the Institute. You were testing us.
Lance up
Seeing
and
if we
ready.
break and give away the secret.
Time to show you.
That's been a big missing piece of the plan. Anyone clicked in the plan.
What's in your
Lisa wasn't a who.
How appropriate.
It was a what? LISA, the acronym for some shadowy
Pressure!
organization. Tobias apparently worked here. I knew he wasn't just some lowly business consultant with a working knowledge of bomb schematics and Morse code. Richard took another drink. He's been with them since before we started dating. He talked in his sleep. He left papers out, emails open. I don't know the full extent, but I knew enough to understand what my husband really did for a living. Her eyes were red and puffy. Tears rolling up behind the weeping dam. Tobias was a good man, but he worked for some very powerful people.
Never heard of it.
That's all I know, I swear. Claire took her spot next to Lauren. Right in
The
front of
truth
Bridget.
of life and
Leaned
death,
down and said,
revealed in and into this sanctuary, is but a vision.
Bridget looked at her in shock. What? You're a liar. Bridget shook her head. No, it's true, all of it. I loved him. She dropped the glass, put her hands against her eyes, and began sobbing uncontrollably.
Ever see a diamond
Then
this
stopped
big? It's all
What
yours.
was something else? Something that almost sounded like laughter. Then she took her hands away and revealed the big grin on her face.
Gotta get those
Oh
vitamins.
my God! She exclaimed. Do you have any idea how long I've been holding that in? Another round of delirious laughter later, she said, Jesus Christ, I deserve an Oscar for that performance. I couldn't believe that performance. I couldn't believe I ever felt sorry for her. What the hell is going on? I demanded. Bridget pointed at Claire. Why don't you ask the psychic? She ought to know. Lauren pulled her sister back and stood between her and Bridget. Oh, don't act like it's a big secret, Bridget mocked. You couldn't have made it any more obvious. That's the thing about secrets. Sooner or later, they all come out.
Lance ablaze!
And what's your secret? She sized me up. And stood and squared off against me. Suddenly, I felt very weak and exposed. And I knew this woman standing before me could kill me 10 different ways if you wanted to. Show me yours, I'll show you mine. She said. Claire explained. She's a spy. Bridget sounded almost proud. It's a little more complicated than that, but yes. I think you have the gist of it. Tobias was my assignment. He may very well be the smartest person alive, but like most men, he has one weakness that's buried. And Lisa? I asked. The Liskov Institute of Societal Advancement, a global think tank specializing in the application of the paranormal. And lack of a better word, this has to have something to do with it. As soon as the old friend died, Tobias called his handlers to let them know what had happened. He's too important for them to leave in the middle of a small-town murder investigation. They should have had rescue teams here within the hour, but they didn't.
Truths of life and death revealed in an sanctuary.
They're the ones
It's
running
but a
this thing.
vision.
Maybe it's all just a point of betting, a bit of confession. If that's the case, I don't care anymore. She held up her middle finger to the sky and shouted, "You hear that, you arrogant fucks?
Lance up the ready.
I don't care anymore. You win. Come on off this ride." She continued to spiral. I was right. Vice called to back up when we were locked in our rooms. But that was before the first reset. Pretty phone call.
Step aside.
Do you know who I
No
am?
interest in still being confident.
Ever see a diamond this big?
I have an idea.
Oh, you!
Bridget fell back in her seat. Well, that makes you the one in charge, doesn't it? This might be the stupidest plan to come up with this. I think it needs to be tested at least. I'm in.
Tend to your wound.
I didn't even tell you what the plan was. You had me at the stupidest plan I ever come up with.
Defend the weak.
Well, what is it? Lauren asked. I think we need to try the landline again. Maybe we'll get lucky and we can call for help.
What are you
Knock
looking
yourself
at?
out, Bridget said. But I'm staying right here until this is over. I got it. And shot down the stairs in case they saw Wolfgang or the detective. When we reached the basement, I held my breath in anticipation of the door slamming shut behind us. And no obvious traps were engaged. I beelined for the phone, took it off the cradle, checked for bombs or needles, and then put it to my ear. Amazingly, there was a dial tone. So far, so good. I nodded to Jerry, gave a thumbs up. Next, I dialed the number to my town's sheriff station from memory. It rang so many times I'd almost given up hope, but then someone answered. Holy fucking Luya. Sheriff's Department, she said with a cheerful voice and a
Sheriff's
southern
Department.
accent. I didn't recognize her. She must have been new. How can I help you today? Hi, I need to talk to the sheriff right away. It's urgent. Is everything all right, hon? Not in the least. Please put me through to the sheriff. I'd love to, but he's not available right now. It's the middle of the night, you know. But if you have a message, I'll be sure to get it to him as soon as he comes in.
Mickey Mouse
I
bullshit.
looked at Jerry and shook my head. No. He made a jerk-off motion, not really sure what that was supposed to mean. Fuck you, I said into the phone. Excuse me? You went through all this effort to trap us, to build this house, to convince us all that we're going crazy, and you couldn't even do your basic research? What kind of Mickey Mouse bullshit conspiracy job are you running here? If that's some kind of a joke, I'm not amused. I'll have you know that it is a crime to call... The sheriff isn't a guy, dipshit. Her name's O'Brien. The woman on the other line didn't say anything for a very long time. When she finally spoke again, the accent was gone, along with a good cheer. What's wrong with you, Jack? Why can't you just be normal and play the fucking game? It's not that hard. I'll even make it easy for you since you're down a couple people. All you have to do is work together and find the attic key before Kodo finds you. Simple, right? Who the fuck is Kodo? The line went dead. At the same time, Jerry asked, "Hey, Jack, wasn't there a stuffed polar bear in here earlier?"
People, the ants will come and attack that one. That is chocolate. Very sweet.
This time, when we came to around the dinner table, the screams were almost entirely subdued.
They will
I went from
attack
getting
I'll
my
give
head
you
crushed
later.
between Koda's mammoth paw to sitting next to Jerry in a confused
I
instant.
already drink water.
But in the moment, before I
I did
died,
drink water. Alright.
I started making plans. Bridget and Tobias leapt to their feet and embraced. "My darling!" she screamed with crocodile tears. "I thought you were dead!"
You were dead.
I also jumped up, except I went onto the table. Before I could dive across, Wolfgang had already got his knife out. I screamed for help to move, to get out of the way, but she just sat there,
one, two.
resigned to her fate. Wolfgang stabbed her in the throat, and I speared into him. His chair recoiled backwards. We crashed to the floor, and somewhere along the way, he shoved his bony knee into my face and ran out the door. The little bastard was quick, and he was getting better. Hope died almost instantly this time. "Fuck!" I screamed, getting to my feet. "He's just gonna keep doing that every single time." Tobias looked around and asked, "What
Fucking
happened?"
polar bear ate us.
I answered, still in a screaming mode. "A fucking polar bear ate us because we couldn't find the stupid attic key. This game's bullshit." I heard a growling noise and shut right up. He was coming from nearby. No worse. He was coming from inside me. The seriousness of the situation slowly dawned on me in a jumbled mess of thoughts. That was my stomach growling. Which makes sense. I hadn't eaten in days. But that means our hunger level, like our memory, doesn't reset after each iteration, which means we're probably all starving right now at different rates, depending on who stayed alive the longest. But then, what happens when the hunger gets too strong? What happens when we don't have the strength to continue? Do we just start dying and resetting and starving over and over forever? A loud chime interrupted my thoughts. Oh, goody. It seems the detective has finally arrived. Perhaps he can help us sort out this ghastly affair. Everyone screamed some version of "Shut the fuck up!" at Nathaniel. But surprisingly, he didn't seem too bothered by it. We charged into the Great Hall, but before we could start barricading the door again, the detective let himself in and began screaming at us. Everybody listen! Stop screwing around here and solve the damn mystery! Make us! Jerry yelled before walking up and spitting in the detective's face. You consistently underestimate the seriousness of the situation and overestimate your own competence. I will not continue to spoon-feed you help. If you fail, you shall have no one but yourselves to blame, and I promise I will let you fail. In the meantime, if you have any questions, Mr. Comandelli is at your disposal. Much to our surprise, he then turned around and opened the door and left, slamming the door shut behind him hard enough to make the chandeliers rock. So he turned back to look at us with a triumphant win face and said, "Ha! That's one problem solved. What's next?" Nathaniel tapped his way into the room, saying, "I believe now would be an excellent time for us all to come together and work as a team if we are to solve the mystery of Bedside Manor." "Oh, shut the fuck up," spat Lauren. "You're not even real." She picked up her poker by the fireplace and proceeded to thwack him over the head repeatedly, with enough force to decapitate any normal human. Nathaniel just stood there and took it with a smile. "Feel better?" Jerry asked.
I guess actually.
A little, actually, yeah. You wanna try? She offered him the poker. He accepted, as she added, "It's quite therapeutic." Before Jerry began his turn on the human punching bag, my stomach rumbled again, loud enough to get Claire's attention. "You're hungry," she said without moving her lips. "So are you," I thought.
So are you.
"I have a bag of trail mix in my room," I said to the group. "Split 6 ways, it won't go far, but at least it'll hold us over until we're forced to eat Nathaniel."
No, 1999 bullshit.
"It's probably not safe," Tobias answered. If we needed someone to state the obvious.
No.
Step aside.
"Should be fine
I
if
have
we
no
cook it well
interest in
enough."
stoking conflict.
I mean leaving the Great Hall. "How about we put it to a vote?" Lauren suggested. "All in favor of going back to Jack's room?" She raised her hand. Jerry raised both his. Claire was next, then Bridget, and finally Tobias.
Lance ablaze!
"I guess it's unanimous then." Nathaniel, with his head almost completely flattened, spoke up with the same detached cheerfulness we'd come
What
to
the
expect.
fuck is this connected?
"I recommend we stay where we are. I believe we haven't yet found all the clues in this area. Perhaps if we were to continue our search, we could blah, 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 blah." I couldn't hear the last part of whatever he was selling. We'd already left by then. We stuck together with the group. Finally.
The hell is this?
Not that it would have mattered. I'd already seen what
dumbass
one bear
connection
could do to
here.
half a dozen able-bodied people. There were more booby traps and saw games waiting for us. No amount of teamwork would guarantee our safety. We stayed quiet until we reached the landing on the third floor when Lauren asked if
Tend to
sisters
your
would be
wounds.
safe.
The truth of life and death, revealed in its visage, is but a vision.
I turned around to keep the fire noticed. Rather brave of them to be speaking so candidly around a spy and a member of a supernatural exploitation think tank. Then I realized neither of them were moving their lips. Lauren asked Claire if she
Time
could
to
trust
show
anyone.
you. What's in your prescription?
Nice teamwork.
Lauren understood. She told Claire to stay close no matter what. I thought she would have been a little more interested in the fact that Lauren was tapping into our mental Wi-Fi network. But the thing about traumatic paranormal murder disasters that no one ever tells you is that eventually you hit a plateau. And nothing really surprises you anymore. When we reached the Woodrow Harper Street, Jerry made the valiant offer to go in by himself. He had a fire poker resting over his shoulder and a big dumb smile on his face. I realized with equal parts annoyance and admiration that he was
Do
actually
you know who I
something.
am? Ever see a
"I'll
diamond
go with you,"
this
I
big?
said. "Me too," shouted the man.
Yours!
Lauren stepped up. "We'll all go." Jerry walked up to the door, took a deep breath, inside. "All right, let's do this." Then with a short charge forward, he kicked the door
Must
open.
feel
shit! That kind of
Lance up the
he
red.
muttered under his breath before rushing inside. He
Indestructible.
kept the fire poker extended, making lightsaber
Lemon
noises, and
tea?
swung around and
Never
pointed in
heard
every
of it.
direction. The rest of us followed closely. A few seconds passed, but spikes didn't fall
You
from the
must be
ceiling.
honored to
The
meet
room
me.
didn't start filling with sand, and the door didn't slam shut of its own accord. It appeared as if we were safe. Bridget looked around and commented,
Looks like somebody needs a
"Your room
doctor.
is a lot smaller than ours." Jerry lowered his weapon before
I'm on
responding.
guard.
This is a weird time to flex, but go on with your bad self, Bridget. I found my stuff right where I'd left it, in a pile in the bathroom. The bag of trail mix
Step
was sitting on
aside.
top of my
I
crumpled up
have no
t-shirt and
interest in
jeans.
stoking conflict.
Not much left in the way of sustenance, plus Jerry had already picked out most of the M&Ms. But if it could stave off hunger for even just a few minutes, I'd take what I could get. Then, quite
Lance
suddenly,
ablaze!
another thought occurred to me. Jerry's
Flaming
pants were on the floor by the shower. That wasn't where he left them. Now, he carried them back into the room when we grabbed the stun gun. What was that? Before or after the reset point? I checked his pocket. Sure enough, the stun gun was still there. And more importantly, it still had a cartridge in place.
Let me tend to your
The
Look it up.
truth of life and death,
Tobias called from the bedroom.
revealed in this
You getting there, Jack?
is but a
I had the
vision.
weapon in my waistband under the suit jacket and turned to the others. Found it. I jumped it before a surge of electricity ran up my spine. Claire pointed at the armoire next to me and screamed, "Jack, look out!"
Lance up the
The
red.
door opened and Wolfgang lunged at me with an axe. I barely managed to fall back in time to miss a direct hit to the
Clemency?
face. Wolfgang had
Never
found himself a
heard
new
of it.
weapon. It was a bold decision that was going to cost him dearly. He wasn't so practiced with this one, and as soon as his swing missed, he lost his balance and hit the floor. I quickly jumped on top of the axe. Wolfgang grabbed the handle and
What are
pulled, but he
you
wasn't
looking
strong
at?
enough to wrestle it away from me. His next go-to move was a desperate charge towards the door, but Jerry cut him off
You don't look
before he
like
could
who I
escape.
am.
He held the poker out like a
Never seen a
rapier and said in a calm
diamond
voice, "All right, buddy. Time for you to chill out. Now, we aren't gonna hurt you, but you need to..." That was all the time it took for me to line up my shot and fire the stun gun. The prongs landed in the center of his back and immediately sent him into a seizing, electrified pit in the ground.
I'm on
Tobias
guard.
wasted no time in grabbing the bookshelf, pulling it free from the wall, and toppling it over on top of the boy, pinning him in place. "Jesus!" Jerry yelled. "Calm down, you guys. I think we got him." I dragged the axe over him. Wolfgang was trapped beneath the shelf and books, all except for his head and a portion of one of his hands. He was screaming, cursing, thrashing, repeating himself over and over about how much he hated us and how he was going to cut our faces off and gut us, etc. He's an annoying little shit. And an objectively terrible person. He was also still a kid.
Step aside. I have
And I
no
took
interest in
absolutely no
stoking
pleasure in
conflict.
what I was about to do. Jerry saw the weapon in my hand, so I looked at my face. Whoa, dude. He stepped over to me and put a hand on my shoulder. "You don't have to kill him." Oh, I wasn't going to kill him. Wolfgang suddenly stopped screaming. There was an unusual note of concern in Jerry's voice. "Well, what are you going to do?" I whispered back to him, "Can you take the others and leave us alone?"
The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary.
It took a
It's
little
but a
convincing, but Jerry
vision.
managed to get the rest of them out of it. I locked the door behind us.
Time to twirl.
Now it was just me and Wolfgang. I took a seat on the ground
Time
next
to
to where
show
he was
you.
still struggling to break free. It was a noble but futile effort in a broken body.
Senor.
There was blood pooling around his neck,
Nice teamwork.
and he smelled like he probably pissed himself. "I'm not fucking afraid of you," he said, rather menacingly for someone in his predicament. "I know. Go ahead and do your worst."
Indestructible.
I took my time finding the right words. I stared at the axe and I laughed. Of all the weapons he was being put to place, he had the pick. If he jumped out at me with a knife or a Molotov cocktail or a sharp pair of scissors, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation, but he overestimated his own ability.
You must be honored to meet me.
Like he knew.
Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond
He's
this
been
big?
alive the longest out of any of his senses.
All yours.
He tried to move his head. He looked me in the eyes. The shelf had his neck locked in place. "What?" he asked. I've just been thinking. You lasted a couple of hours the first night. Who knows how long you really made it after the squirrels got your mom.
Looks like
And
somebody
then
needs.
what?
Look, listen, feel
How long
free.
you stay alive and try to play yourself after Kodak with the rest of us? I'm just saying, you've probably been hunting for a while now. Burning a lot of energy. And you never even got to eat them. Why are you still talking to me? I took a handful of trail mix out of my
Time
jacket
to
pocket.
twirl.
This would have been my portion, about 1/6 of the bag. Mostly raisin, But in that instant, it looked like Christmas dinner.
Lance ablaze!
I poured it all into a pile in front of Wolfgang's face. Right where the having was.
Fracture!
I took it seriously when I had done. Jerry took the
Clemency?
action and said softly,
Never heard of it.
Dude, you can put him go in there and, finish him off. Not even a big
The
deal.
truth
Like
of
me,
life and
remember?
death
You don't have to
revealed
do it
in
like
this
this.
sanctuary is but a vision.
But I did. I needed Wolfgang to hate me. I needed him absolutely, blindingly furious with me. I needed his hatred of me to overcome his senses. So when he died, when he came back, the only thing he could think of was revenge. That was even more than he could say. Tobias took charge and changed the
Do
subject.
you know who I am?
I think we could take this experience as evidence that bedrooms aren't trackers. It might be a good idea to continue searching for supplies. Maybe there's something in Hope Suite we can use to get out of this mess. I was already headed to the stairs. What are we waiting for then? Hope Suite was even bigger than ours. Not that I was jealous or anything, I just found it interesting. We had plenty of space to explore. Tobias and Bridget started raiding the kitchenette. The sisters checked the walk-in closet. Jerry went to the bathroom. I went straight to the bedroom and found exactly what I was looking for right away. My backpack was sitting there on the mattress like a waiting point. I unzipped it and hastily threw everything out to the ground. And it was all there, like you said. My socks and underwear, my phone charger, my rolled-up t-shirt,
Defend the weak.
and the bag of medicines. I reached in and pulled out the first prescription bottle, but noticed right away that it felt lighter than it should have. I popped out the lid to confirm my worst suspicion. It was empty. So was the next bottle.
What are you
And the
looking
next.
at?
All of my medicine.
Looks like somebody needs a doctor.
Where did it go? The Wolfgang Bridget was
Time
Is
to
it
go on
housed
the
it?
Lance
Why?
ablaze!
Knock, knock. I looked up to see Bridget standing in the doorway.
Forward!
She was alone. I didn't like that fact one bit. I held it together for now and asked, "Can I help you?" We understand each other, right? I waited for an elaboration a little too long before saying, "Don't be dumb. I'm not playing. This is the way God made me.
You must be
Look.
honored to meet
I
me.
need to make sure that we're on the same page." So what page is that? There's a lot at stake, Jack. We all have secrets. Tobias doesn't need to know mine, and nobody needs to know yours. I got to my feet and returned her accusatory stare. What exactly do you think you know about me? I know what you are. I've seen your type 1,000 times. Never met one so clever, though. Like that. You got them all fooled, even little Claire, although I think she's starting to suspect. Listen, Bridget. If I can speak candidly for a second, I don't give a single solitary fuck about you and Tobias. She smiled. Good. Great. On that note, she turned and left. A half second later, I felt something touching my ankle. I looked down to see a long green arm reach out from underneath the bed, the fingers twisting into a vice grip around my good leg. It yanked and I hit the ground. Then it retracted, pulling me across the floor with it. I screamed for help as loud as I could as the thing dragged me to the dark space below the bed. The light got further and further away. The hand pulled me deeper and deeper. Soon I was immersed in complete darkness. He was cold. I was still moving, and then I wasn't. I tried to open my eyes, only to find that they were already open. Wherever I was, there wasn't any light anywhere. I waited for the world to stop spinning before I tried taking a step. I couldn't find my footing and braced for the fall, but it never came. I was already down, lying on my back. The floor below me felt like refrigerated wood. I sat up and instantly regretted it. My forehead smacked against something solid. I fell back and put my hand against the swelling knot from the impact and felt something solid with both of my elbows. I reached up and felt the surface I just smacked into. Cold wood. Then I touched the walls on either side of me. Cold wood. Oh, shit. It finally came to me. I'm inside of a coffin, aren't I? An unwelcome but familiar voice emerged from a speaker close to my feet. Hello, investigator. It would appear that you've fallen victim to one of bedside manner's many perils. A most dangerous trap indeed. But not to worry. There's still time for your fellow investigators to solve the puzzle and save your life. You are currently buried somewhere on the manor's property with exactly 1 hour's worth of oxygen remaining.
Oh,
That
that
sucks, I thought. At least I have some time to relax and gather my thoughts. And if I know Jerry, she'll have me out of this trap within the next 10 minutes. I closed my eyes, and I tried to get comfortable. You bastard! The lights were back on. I looked around to find myself once again sitting in the dining room table. Evidently my time had run out, and I'd suffocated in the coffin.
That sucks.
I would have very much preferred not dying. Still, there were much worse ways I could have gone, and maybe this time we could do it better. The voice had come from directly across from me, from the furious boy clutching a knife in his hand, the one who just jumped onto his chair, then onto the table. There was bloody murder in his eyes. Oh, my plan worked! He had completely overlooked his mother, and now he was running towards... Oh shit, I didn't think this far ahead. I thought I'd have more time to figure it out, more time to know how to react. But Wolfgang was charging at me faster than I could think. He clenched his teeth and stabbed at my face.
In my face!
Jerry swung a mean right hook across Wolfgang's cheek. It connected with enough force to send the boy flying off the table. Boom, baby! Jerry exclaimed as Wolfgang and the knife both collided with the floor. He walked over to where Wolfgang was trying to pick himself back up. You know, I promised my lawyer I'd stop punching kids in the face. But for you, I think I'll make an exception. Wolfgang made a desperate charge for the knife, but Jerry caught him in a headlock and pulled him away, shushing calmly. It's okay, relax. We're gonna leave the little weapon and talk about this like adults. We're gonna be like Fonzie, okay? And you probably don't get either version of that reference, but trust me, it's okay. Hope was already running around the table. Let go of my child, she screamed. Before any of us had time to react, Hope had already pulled the gun out of her clutch purse, put it against Jerry's head, and pulled the trigger. His lifeless body fell to the ground. Wolfgang gasped for air. Hope dropped to her knees and reached for her son. It was the last mistake she'd make in this life. He quickly picked up the knife, turned, and plunged it into her eye all the way to the hilt. By the time she had collapsed the rest of the way to the ground, Wolfgang was already halfway out of the dining room. I ran to Jerry's side, but
Oh my god.
to do for him.
I'm out
The
of
bullet
shit
had gone
now.
straight
Fuck
through.
this.
It was a clean kill. You never saw it coming, and hopefully
No.
didn't feel a thing. What the fuck? Lauren screamed. Where did that gun come from? Tobias walked over, knelt down and pulled the weapon from Hope's dead fingers. He turned it over a couple times and gave his
Ruger
assessment.
380.
It's a Ruger 380. First gun.
First gun.
Designed to be discreet. I tried not to lose my temper. You mean to tell me that this woman has had a gun on her this entire time? And what? I screamed at Hope's body now. You just chose not to defend yourself? Maybe that I can understand, but then you freaking killed Jerry just because he was trying to help you! Lauren grabbed my arm. Jack, calm down. You're not helping. I tried to calm down. I really did, but then a chime rang out and Nathaniel said with a smile, Ah, goody. It seems that the detective has finally arrived. Perhaps he can help us sort out this ghastly affair. Shut up, Nathaniel! Nobody likes you! You're worse than a hangnail! Tobias walked up to Nathaniel and draped his jacket over the old man's head. Ignore him, he said. Now, let's talk about a game plan. Next time we respawn, when the boy attacks Jack, I'll subdue the mom. Lauren, can you help Jerry? Sure can. Great. In that case, I propose we skip ahead right now. There are 6 bullets left in Hope's gun. Any volunteers? I was taken aback. Wait, I said. Hang on. You're all suddenly okay with the idea of dying? It's not death, Tobias explained. We've been busy. We learned a lot after your disappearance. For instance, we learned that this isn't a solid timeline. There's an incursion. We built an echolocator out of the radio and some spare parts from... Did you guys even look for me?
Alright,
Tobias made a face like he just heard me speak in Comic Sans. Why would we? Your trap gave us an entire, uninterrupted hour to experiment and...
Look! There's a big crowd around the clinic! Do you think they felt the effects of the battle just now? Let's go ask around. Natasha! Oleg! Hope you didn't have to wait too long.
Oh, it's them.
You kids move fast. By the look on your faces, I assume you come bearing good news.
Mm-hmm. You bet. You might might not believe this, but we summoned up all our strength and then... maybe she should do the talking. I'm no good at serious stuff. I'll probably say something I'll regret.
The Supreme Guardian sacrificed herself to seal the Stellaron. We were there at the fight. We witnessed everything.
Sacrificed herself, huh? Sure, yeah, that's the whole story.
Cocolia, in order to save Belobog, she... I see.
So the massive tremors we felt earlier were a result of the battle, right?
Thank you. I can't even imagine what you've been through up there. I'm just glad everything turned out all right. Oh, what about Zila?
Don't worry, she's all right. It took a big toll on Branya, so Zila took her over to the guards.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you're all okay.
Now that Cocolia's no more, I guess our Silvermane girl is about to become the next Supreme Guardian? She sees things through and doesn't go back on her word. The underworld will thrive again under her watch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we brought you a message from Branya. The blockade will soon be lifted. The people of the underworld will breathe freely.
Breathe freely. That's been our wish all along. March, Donhung, and you, can I ask for your help again? I want to get this news out to everyone. It'll lift their spirits and bring them hope. Thank you. Choose whoever you like. Wildfire will take care of the rest.
We've gotten to know a lot of Underworlders. Who do you think we should start with?
Oh wait, this must.
Roger that. You can leave the rest to us. If everything goes smoothly. This should be Wildfire's final mission. Those kids better not have taken advantage of the chaos to go on an expedition. Hook does always talk about wanting to go on a Rivet Town adventure. Ugh, this could be bad.
Julian? Quick, let's go see. Found you! You ran all the way out here just to play hide and seek? It's too dangerous.
Miss March, didn't you go back to the surface?
Since when did I become Miss March? And where's Hook and the others? Come on, call them over.
We just started playing. Can't we finish this round first?
Seasoned pros, I see.
Hey, it wasn't like I wanted to play. The kids forced us to.
Actually, I sort of want to go play on the swings for a while. I'll leave the seeking to you guys.
Oh, the fuck?
Hook! Got you again!
Huh? What the heck are you guys doing here? Oh, wait till I get my hands on Julian, that traitor. Where's his integrity?
What about your integrity, huh? You brought the other kids out here to Rivet Town, didn't you?
I did not! The moles hold a vote on all our expedition destinations. Oh, you snitch! You'll regret it. I'm warning you.
Okay, that's enough of that. Let's go and find Julian. Hide and seek update. Astral Express Crew 2, the Mole 0.
Celebrate while you can. Hide and seek is best of 5, you know. Anyway, enough about hide and seek. You came all this way to tell the moles something, so spit it out.
Do you want to do the honors?
What?
Uh-huh. What's wrong? Why aren't you saying anything?
Why?
Hook. Julian.
Close the door? I said close the door. I didn't say lock the door.
Hey! Oh, your tears, Julian! You're second in command. No crying in front of grown-ups. You three, listen up. Starting from today, you are the mole's #1 rivals.
Rivals? Why the heck are we rivals now? What are you talking about?
Hook and Julian always wanted to defeat the villains on the surface and take back our homeland. But it sounds like you grown-ups just stole their thunder, so... You think we're gonna accept defeat just like that? One day, the moles will be the heroes of the underworld and the overworld. Then everyone will sit and... sit up and take notice. I would have figured it out myself. I didn't need you to remind me.
So that's why you were so silent. If you want to be as awesome as us, you better start training every day.
And start listening to Natasha.
Training every day? Listening to the old witch? Will that really make us as awesome as you guys? In that case, deal! Julie and Alina, let's run back to the town. Training starts today.
Yes, boss. Understood. Alina, I can give you a piggyback if you can't make it.
Huh?
Mr. Yang put it nicely, but the reality is this. We sealed the Stellaron, but that's not gonna solve the problems on this planet. There I was getting excited to tell everyone the good news.
That's the cruelty of a Stellaron. Still, compared with some of the other planets we visited, at least this one has hope.
So, should we tell everyone the deal?
We should tell Branya when the time's right. Let's not dampen the spirit just yet.
Oh.
Move carefully.
Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? Oh, it's all yours!
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
Time to twirl! You must be honored to meet me. Maybe you can keep it down?
Lance at the ready.
Time to show you. What's in your prescription? How appropriate.
Defend the weak.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
What are you looking at? Huh? Look, listen, feel, kick! Time to twirl!
I'm on guard.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict. The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
It's gonna hurt.
Torps ablaze! Flaming lance! Forward!
Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? Oh, it's all yours!
Lance at the ready. Fracture!
Time to twirl! Maybe you can keep it down? Look, listen, feel, kick!
I'm on guard. Indestructible.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Looks like somebody needs a doctor. Gotta get those vitamins!
Nice teamwork. Lance at the ready.
You must be honored to meet me.
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
Time to twirl! Let me tend to your wounds.
Oh my god, round 2.
Time to show you. What's in your prescription?
Don't worry about me.
What are you looking at? Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? Oh, it's all yours! Time to twirl! Time to twirl! Looks like somebody needs a doctor.
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
Fracture!
Let me tend to your wounds. Time to show you. What's in your prescription?
Don't worry about me.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
Indestructible.
You must be honored to meet me.
Clemency? Never
Do
heard
you
of
know
it.
who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours. Time to twirl. Looks like somebody needs a doctor.
Lance ablaze! Flaming lance! Forward!
Well, listen, feel, kick! What are you looking at? It's gonna hurt.
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Oh, is everyone all right? Thanks for your help. Sometimes face-to-face communication is more meaningful, don't you think? Now we just have to wait for the official news. I hope Rania doesn't keep us too long.
Huh.
Do you think Svarog and Clara felt the effects of our battle with the Guardian?
I think they'll be fine. Plus, Svarog's devotion to Clara is even greater than his hostility to Wildfire. If you're worried, you could look for them over at the robot settlement.
Outsiders. Friends of Clara.
How did you know that was Perkins?
Thank you for rescuing Clara.
Seems like Perkins picked up a stammer.
Its language module must have malfunctioned. Can you take us to Clara?
Outsiders are friends of Clara. Follow me.
You have visitors, Clara.
Oh, it's the variables. There was a huge shaking just now coming up through the ground. Mr. Svarog said it must have been...
Recalculating. Conclusion. Engine of creation. 97.66% probability. The engine of creation was an immense construction machine created by the architects. It was not built to fight.
Well, whatever. We won. Thanks to that giant robot, we were finally able to take care of the Stellaron. And Branya made a promise. The underworld and the overworld will soon be reunited. Which means that you, Svarog, you won't have to worry about preserving the underworld for the time being.
March, everyone, thank you so much. I wasn't sure you guys would be able to do it, but now, Mr. Svarog, what do you say? You guys said you were travelers from other worlds, right? I want to be just like you. One day, I'm gonna go traveling to faraway places and make new friends.
Calculation result. Update. Mission number 0001. Preserve the underworld. Complete.
That's our Branya! Quick as a flash!
She certainly moves a lot faster than some people I know.
If you haven't got anything nice to say right now, zip it!
Alright, I'm done here. I'm gonna take this.